Welcome to the Esoteric Cat Tarot. My name is Eve, and I've been reading cards for 40 years, so I do things a little differently, probably. Gonna start out by shuffling some cards. I know some people do this before they ever do the reading, but I feel like by doing this while you're watching, it helps to get some of your energy into the cards. This is my oldest deck of tarot cards that I have. I've had these cards for 35 years. They're called Tarot of the Old Path. Not sure if they even make them anymore, but sometimes I just want to pull them out. I have several different tarot cards. Some I like to do readings from, some I just like to look at, okay? I don't really like connect with them on that level to do a reading with, but I do love tarot cards, all kinds. So let's pick these cards up a little bit. See what they're going to tell me tonight. Well, is that the reading? Because it just jumped out. Lot, lot going on right here. Whole lot going on right here. We have like all major arcana and then a court card. So yeah, there's a lot happening here. Let's see what else these cards are going to tell me. Because yeah, there's a lot. And I don't know, I'm feeling like there's a person that's trying to harm you. I don't know why or who, but there's a person trying to harm you. Just be aware of that. Someone, someone out there watching this, just be aware. And I don't mean like necessarily mean like physically harm you. They could just be, trying to. They could be a hater. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to disrupt your life. But yeah, be careful. They play on your emotions. Wow. Okay, this reading is like a lot. This reading is a lot here. I mean, this is a lot of, yeah. This person here is playing with your emotions and they're trying to hurt you. They're trying to harm you. They're playing with your emotions. Yeah, I would just watch. You have a lot of, I don't know. You have some like, I hate doing a negative reading. I do. You have someone who has been trying This reading it's a lot and it's all over the place. That's why it's a lot. This is not like it doesn't feel like one cohesive thing. It just feels like a lot of different things that I need to say. Okay? A lot of different things that I need to say. So maybe this reading is for several different people individually. I don't know. This is just really strange and they don't normally come out this way. So there's just I feel like I'm doing like several different readings instead of one cohesive reading. Okay? So I'm just going to tell you what's happening here. Okay? Someone was in love, thought they were in love, but that person was not who they thought they were. And now they have realized this after that person has played with their emotions and they're just not wanting to have any part of this person. And then, okay, so we have This is, okay, we have this. This is a person who you thought they were one way and they turned out another way. And you're like, no, no, I'm done. I'm not having anything to do with you. I'm not, yeah, this is not what I want to be part of. Okay. This is happening here. You have this choice to make to either stay with them or leave them. Okay. And if you leave them, you may lose some things, but you may also gain some things. Okay. By leaving them, you may lose some things, material things. Of course, it'll be an emotional upheaval and stuff, but you will gain a lot. Okay. You will gain a lot by leaving them. You will gain your independence. You will gain your autonomy. Um, that just, yeah, this feels like this is one reading here. Um, and this one may also go with it. This person who is, because this person may be part of all this. There may be a third person that was involved in it all, or it's this person that's trying to let you know that this person is not who they seem. Okay, this is, yeah. Okay, now that's a reading. This here is its own reading that there is a person, they're not who you thought they were, they came off one way. This is probably a relationship because it's a lot of cups, okay? So this person presented themselves one way, and you thought that they were this amazing knight in shining armor, okay? And they ended up not being, okay? And this person been trying to warn you about that. There's a message, there's another person involved. It's been, maybe it's your friend, whatever, and they're trying to tell you this person is not who they seem. And you are seeing it, okay? You're seeing it. So you have to make the choice to leave. You can either stay there and put up with it, or you can leave. It's going to cost you something if you leave, okay? Maybe it's a place to live. Maybe it's a heartache, whatever, but it will cost you something to leave, but it will be worth it. What you will gain by leaving is better than what you get by staying. Okay. And that feels like its own reading right there. Now, this one. So, okay. Now, things are just a lot is going on, and there are deep spiritual messages that are coming to you, maybe in your dreams. Um, This bird is just really on this card right now. Do you see that bird up there? That is really jumping out at me right now. This bird and this butterfly, it's just jumping out at me. And look at this bird. There's just a lot of birds all of a sudden. Oh, and the phoenix rising from the fire right here. Um, I mean, the butterfly is not a bird, but it's bird. It's wings, bird. That's just really jumping out at me. Maybe that's a message to somebody. A bird. Um, think about that. And something about the fall. Something about the fall, like autumn, the fall. You're going to see. You're going to see the power of your words and your thoughts. Okay, you're going to see the true power of your words and your thoughts. I think that you are ready to explore some deeper things, maybe some esoteric, occult kind of spirituality things. You're looking for a balance in your life, and you've been, I don't know, you've been dealing a lot with money, like all of us have, and now you're trying to look at the more spiritual side of life as opposed to the material side of life. You are looking for deeper meaning. You are looking for transformation of yourself into a more spiritual, more connected soul. You're looking for your soul path. You're looking for your purpose. A little tiny bug just landed on this. I don't know if y'all saw that. I don't even know where it came from. It was like a little gnat. Um, Maybe that's a message. I think it is, because I think there is something hidden that is nagging at you. Okay, hidden knowledge, hidden. Maybe it's even something you need to remember. Something that you, not necessarily from this life, but from a previous life. There's something you need to remember. There's something that's been nagging at you that you can't quite put your finger on it. That just makes you just think about it. Like it's like a, I don't know, like a deja vu kind of thing. You're just like, it kind of feels like you've been here before or something. Um, but there's a lot happening spiritually for you. You want to do more on a spiritual level. You want to connect more with the earth, and you want to delve deeper into the wisdom and the knowledge, and you want to learn more on a spiritual level. Um, I need to get one of these cards now. Let's see. I'm being, yeah, I was told to get one of these cards now. So let's see. Let's see what's happening with these cards. Because this spiritual, you're wanting something more, okay? You're wanting something more. You're tired of walking the money tightrope. You're tired of trying to balance everything materially. Your soul is crying out and you're wanting more. Look at this. You got the sun twice. Two suns. This is like, this one though is more like spiritual awakening. Do you see it? Do you see how, like, there's a connection there from her mind to the sun? This card is more like a spiritual awakening. This is like this is like a spiritual awakening. You may be having a spiritual awakening. Yeah, you're having this, I don't know, you're having this thing where you're like questioning whether all of the material stuff is worth it. You know what I'm saying? The side hustle, all of this juggling, just trying to make ends meet, all of this stuff. You're wanting more. You're like, that can't be all there is to life. Is side hustle and doom scrolling and trying to make the money stretch and, pay bills. And there has to be more to life. And that is what you're going through right now. You are like seeking that. You are seeking that. And you are having a spiritual awakening. Yeah, you're having a spiritual awakening. They're not easy. Believe me, they're not easy at all. A spiritual awakening can be very tough. It can be very emotional. Especially if you haven't done your shadow work. It can drag up shadow work. Shadow work is a lot, especially when you're having a spiritual awakening. Um, you have to have done that shadow work, and if not, then all of those things will come up, and you will have to deal with them. And this, do you see this? How this is like gapped? Let me open that. Okay. The Lovers and the Tower. Don't be afraid of the Tower. A lot of people are afraid of the Tower. Lovers is a choice. We're all presented with choices every day, right? You got a choice to make. You got a choice about this spiritual awakening. You, it's time to. I'm telling you, you really are wanting this. And your Tower moment is coming with the spiritual awakening, because you are doing away with the past. Um, what a Tower moment is, it's not necessarily bad. It's a shakeup. You know what I'm saying? It's like showing you this lightning is striking. It is showing you, illuminating and showing you the things that no longer serve you. Okay? That is what a Tower moment is. The things that are no longer serving you. And it can be a dark night of the soul. You know what I'm saying? It can be part of the shadow work. It's part of the spiritual awakening. And Lovers is choice. It's a choice to make. But I also feel like, I don't know, this card is like past life. I don't know why it's coming to me like that. It's a past life. But remember here how I said you're having like the deja vu and you're having those things from a past life. There's a past life. Part of your spiritual awakening is this past life. All of us have, past life, unless you're a new soul, but we have these past lives. And a lot of times we carry over the baggage from a past life into this life, and we don't really understand it. Even though we look at everything in the past, we go through shadow work and we think about, oh, when we were a kid, this and that, and all this stuff that happened to us, or whatever. Um, but then there's still these things that we can't explain, right? There's still these things like these deja vu things, these things that like are in the back of your mind, and you're like, I don't know where that came from, No one ever said or did that. No one, I've never been there, whatever. But it's like that. It's like this thing that just keeps nagging at you, and it's from a past life. It's a past life trying to some of that baggage. Sometimes you have to process the baggage of the past life as part of the shadow work, as part of the spiritual awakening. So your tower moment could deal with this life or it could deal with a past life. And, there are times, I don't want to get too deep into this because this is YouTube, but there are times that we have held on to the past life so tightly that we are reacting to this new life path with those old reactions. See what I'm saying? Like your past life path may have been more trauma than you ever experienced in this life path. But because of that past and because of that past baggage, you're still in that survival mode. Okay. And in order to fulfill your soul purpose for this life path, you have to overcome that. And you may have done like your shadow work about what happened when you were kids, or what's happened, and forgiven the people that you needed to, especially forgiving yourself. And then, like I said, there are hidden things that you may not know. There are things nagging at you. There are, deja vu. There are these things, and they're from past life, and you have to deal with them. And a lot of that, I am not an astrologer, okay? That's not my main big thing. But I do know that your astrology can help you a lot with that. It really can. I have a friend that is an astrologer and has done my chart and continues to do I consult with this person a lot. Um, and through that, I have learned that some of the things from my past life, my past lifetimes, that I've had to deal with as part of the shadow work in this lifetime in order to fulfill my soul purpose. Okay. Um, if you want me to like explain that a little more in a different video that's not a reading, I can. One of the things I've thought about doing on this channel is doing a little more in-depth spiritual, just like podcast conversation kind of thing. Drop me a comment if you want and do that. But you are going through spiritual awakening, okay? And it's going to be hard because you're going to deal with the power moments. You're going to deal with past life problems. Like the phoenix, you're going to rise from the ashes, though. And it's going to be good, okay? It's going to be a good thing to go through this spiritual awakening. This is what you're wanting. You're wanting the spiritual awakening because you are feeling that there has to be more to your life than just this hustle and grind. Okay? You're wanting to grow, you're wanting to see more of your intuition, your knowledge, you're wanting to learn more and see what is out there and experience things that are out there that don't have to do with constantly having to pay a bill. Okay? You're wanting your spirit to grow. You're wanting, there's more out there than just what is of the material world. You know this. I know this. There's more out there. And you want to know more about it. Okay? That's one reason people come to channels like this. They want to know more about it. It's your spiritual awakening, okay? Don't be afraid of it. It's going to get a little scary and rough, but it's going to be good. It's going to be good. And it has something to do with the fall. Something's happening in the fall. And birds. Birds. I don't know what that means to people. I don't know what the fall means. And when I'm thinking fall, I'm thinking uh, September, October. Not thinking like November and Thanksgiving and stuff. I'm thinking more of like early fall, September, October. Um, Maybe your tower moment's going to happen during that time. Maybe you're going to figure out what your past life stuff is. Maybe you're actually going to have your entire spiritual awakening happen by then. But there is more to life, and you know it, and you're feeling it, and you're wanting to find out what that is. You're wanting to find out what is this more to life. Okay, you don't quite know how to go about it. You're looking for answers. You're trying to find someone who can give you the answers. The answers are in yourself. That's where the answers are. The answers are in your soul and in your spirit, because we are all part of spirit. We are all connected. We are all connected, people, whether you want to accept that or not. We are all connected on a soul level. But yeah, your spiritual awakening. And this has been interesting. This has been interesting. It's like we've had this little message at the beginning that was, I guess, for someone specific. Maybe this was for someone specific that tuned in here. And then we have this bigger message. Wow. The spiritual awakening. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of the tower. Don't be learn. You want to. You're ready to learn and grow and understand more about your spiritual life. So do it. Read the books, talk to the people, find out all you can, do the work, get your natal chart done, have someone interpret it for you, reputable, have someone reputable interpret it for you, not just some app out there. Not talking bad about any app, okay? So y'all don't come for me or whatever. Um, but literally the other day, me and my daughter and one of her friends was, and I had natal chart done. My daughter's had her natal chart done, and her friend has had their natal chart done by a professional astrologist. And we were playing around with one of the apps, which is supposed to tell you what your sun, moon, and rising sign is, right? And every single app told us something different. Even though there were like 3 or 4 apps. Even though we put in the same information and all of that, they told us different. They told us that our moon and rising are different than what they are. So just be careful. Don't trust everything. Do your research before you use one of these apps or whatever. Um, but yeah, I think that's it. I've just kind of wandered off onto something else, haven't I? I'm a little tired now. This would have been a lot. It's a lot came out in this one, so it's interesting. I feel like I need this card right here, this Oracle card. Bluebell Fairy, gratitude. That right there, that is the most important thing on earth. Do you know that? Gratitude. Gratitude is the most important thing on earth. When you are grateful, you are blessed. When you count your blessings multiply. So Be grateful. Be grateful that you have this person warning you about the person not being who they are for this reading here. Be grateful that you have the opportunity to go through this spiritual awakening. Be grateful that you're going to experience this tower moment and then really know what your purpose is, okay? Be grateful for your past lives, your current life, the people in your lives, your teachers, your spiritual teachers. Be grateful for all of it. The knowledge you have, be grateful. Be grateful. Gratitude. I got a glare on it, y'all. All right. Look, it's got a stag in there. See the sun just beaming down, and she's just so thankful for that sun and for the beautiful flowers. And this stag here, which is the goddess. Stag is an animal of the goddess, even though many people associate a stag with being male. It is the symbol of the goddess. So all of the blessings, all of the blessings raining down from heaven. Be grateful. Be grateful for them. All right, y'all. That's it. I will see you next week. Oh, make sure that you subscribe and like this video so that the algorithm knows that you want to see more of my channel, so it'll show up on your page when you're just hunting around. Also, it will let YouTube know that my channel is worth putting out there on the Explore page. If you subscribe and you like it, and then you share it to your friends in a message. That's a really great way to let your friends in on this channel, and to also support my channel is if you share this to someone in a message, or you can share it on Facebook or wherever you want. But yeah, remember, subscribe, like, share. Oh, and comment and talk back to me, y'all. I've been doing this like a month. I've gotten like no comments, and I still don't know what I'm doing. Every time I have my sound different, I have my setup different. I'm trying to figure it out. Y'all comment and let me know what you like or what you don't like, okay? Let me know. Drop me a comment down there, all right? And guess what? All of y'all that watch this all the way through, I am very grateful for you. And I am grateful for every subscriber, every like, every comment. Y'all are amazing. And if nobody's told you today, you are loved. Okay? You are loved, and you are a part of spirit. Remember that. You're loved. Okay.